Hey, what's up guys, it's Punkshoe here with Battle Axe Theater. Today we're going to take a look at some of our endgame missions that we can use to quickly level up our forma builds. Specifically, we're going to take a look at Hydron as well as Elite Onslaught. So let's go ahead and jump in. Alrighty. If you've been following along with our guide series so far, you've seen us run some lower level missions where you are able to level up your weaponry and your frames in a fairly decent manner, as well as gathering resources that you're going to need for some of those future frames and weapons that you're going to build to raise your mastery later. Now today we're going to deviate a little bit from what we've discussed in the past, and we're going to focus less on doing missions that are going to give us resources on top of the affinity gains, and we're going to focus primarily on leveling up those weapons when you're doing forma configurations. Now today's missions are going to be Hydron over on Sedna, as well as the Elite Onslaught, which is something you can run with a level 30 Warframe. So let's go ahead and take a look at the star chart. So here you're going to see Hydron on Sedna. Hydron is a Grineer mission. It's a defense mission like many of the other ones that we've done in the past. Again, we run these missions because at any time, if we need to leave once our weapons are leveled up, we're able to do so. Now the reason why I'm covering Hydron first is because this also gives you the opportunity to level Warframes in this mission, whereas you're not going to be able to do so in Onslaught. Alternatively, you can run a mission over on Saturn called Helene. Helene is the same exact mission essentially, except that the levels are a little bit lower. You're not guaranteed to get a level 30 weapon on a single 10 wave run, but you can acquire Oricon cells by doing this mission. Hydron will not only provide a good amount of affinity that allows you to level up a singular weapon with an affinity booster and a mere 10 waves of this defense mission, but will also allow for you to acquire mods and some of those resources that we've discussed in the past. As you can see here, we were able to get our Quanta Vandal up to level 30 in a mere 10 waves of a Hydron defense mission. Now this mission typically takes around 10 to 15 minutes and will allow you to get a singular weapon to level 30 if you're using an affinity booster. Now compared to our next mission that we're going to take a look at, this is quite a bit longer and a little bit less efficient. But once again, you can level your Warframe up here while you're leveling your weapons, as well as acquire mods and other resources that you can use for other parts of your gameplay. So with that being said, we're going to switch over to Limbo, and we're going to forma our Quanta one more time and take this into the Elite Onslaught so I can show you guys exactly what I'm talking about. Onslaught is a simulation mission that was put together by Cephalon Samaras. Now, because it's a simulation, there are no resources that drop here other than your standard ammo, energy, health, etc. However, the affinity that you gain here is pretty substantial. This is where you want to go level if you're really just trying to get a forma build finished. Of course, there are other awards from this particular mission. However, we're focusing on the leveling perspective of this, and this is definitely the most efficient way to level up a weapon when you're trying to forma it and get it to where you want it for endgame content. As you can see, we were lucky enough to have a Saren in our group that was able to achieve a high level of affinity in a very short period of time. Normally I would expect to have to run at least 2 levels of Elite Onslaught in order to achieve a max level weapon. However, with an AoE frame in the group, the spawns tend to be a little bit quicker and you're able to achieve a level 30 weapon a lot quicker. Now, the total elapsed time of this particular mission was roughly 4 minutes, give or take, with the introduction, the loading screens, etc. And as you can see, this is substantially more efficient than running Hydron. However, you're missing out on some loot. You're also not able to run your Warframe in here at a lower level. But if you're absolutely hellbent on getting those forma builds completed, this is definitely my recommended spot. Now, I had intended on doing a follow-up video that kind of covered some additional missions, some honorable mentions if you will. However, there was a change in plans. IO was originally going to be included in that list, but I wanted to give a change of pace while putting these videos out there. So this is going to wrap up our series on power leveling. There's obviously a lot more that we're going to visit here in Warframe. I really hope these videos were helpful as we covered everything from basic entry-level gameplay on Lith up to the credits on Semini and the change of pace that we experienced with IO, as well as farming multiple different types of resources that we're going to use later on. If you like these videos, please give us a thumbs up. If you didn't, give us a thumbs down and let us know either way in the comments what you think we can do to improve our content. It is our goal to deliver the best content that we can to you guys, whether it be our previous EverQuest content, our Warframe content, our upcoming games that we're going to be playing, and your feedback is what helps us make that content for you. Until next time, thanks again so much. Y'all have a good one.